Opposition deputy Artur Ghazinyan has resigned his seat in Armenia's parliament. Ghazinyan wrote on Facebook that he could no longer work in parliament under these conditions, adding that the place of a nation-destroying capitulating traitor, referring to the PM, is in prison. Ghazinyan is a member of the Armenia Alliance bloc, led by former President Robert Kocharian, which came in second in the 2021 parliamentary elections. This comes after another opposition deputy, former National Security Chief Artur Ghazinyan, stepped down from parliament. Ghazinyan is a member of the I Have Honor bloc, led by former President Serge Sargsyan. On top of this, the ruling party voted last week to strip opposition deputies Ishkhan Sagatelian and Vahe Hagopian of their positions as Deputy Parliamentary Speaker and also as a head of a standing committee, respectively. Another opposition deputy, Armen Gevorkian, resigned from his post as Vice Chairman of the Standing Committee on Foreign Relations. And CivilNet investigative journalist Mkrtich Karapetyan has looked into some of the business dealings of former Deputy Prime Minister Tigran Avinyan. According to the article, in 2021, Avinyan's office was pushing the government to pass draft laws legalizing industrial hemp production. 2 days after the law was approved and passed, Avinyan and his associates registered a company involved in hemp production. This has raised questions about the ethicality of the business dealings of the former Deputy Prime Minister, who is also a close associate of the Prime Minister. The article also details issues regarding business associations with people under corruption investigations and buying and selling properties well below the market price. Avinyan was nominated by the ruling Civil Contract Party as the candidate for Yerevan mayor in elections next year. And Armenia's new national airline carrier, Fly Arna, has launched flights to the Egyptian resort cities of Hurghada and Sharm el-Sheikh. Flights to Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada will operate 2 times a week. And Arek Danagulyan is an associate professor of nuclear science and engineering at MIT in the US. Professor Danagulyan sat down with CivilNet to discuss the intersection of science, education, and national security. He also talked about the Metsamor nuclear power plant and the recent launch of Armenia's first space satellite. And finally, in the latest edition of Aliyev Watch, a CivilNet series that deconstructs Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev's actions and statements, analyst Eric Hagopian unpacks the Baku International Forum that took place in June and Aliyev's France 24 interview during the 2020 war. He discusses how Aliyev changes his tone and messaging depending on whether he is addressing a domestic audience or a Western audience.